Action. Hello, everyone. Woo!
Ooh, yes. Hey.
Yes. We have two beautiful queens on the table.
Yes, I am Emanice, and I am currently on your screen.
Indeed. And we have here.
Yes, this is Big K, the one and only Big K.
Okay. And you know, of course, there you go. Welcome, ladies. And you know, of course, we have Boss Lady, Billionaire Books on the Belte. Let's go. Okay. All right. So today we're just going to be talking about, men, guys, marriage, and just a whole lot of topics. And we just want you all to listen and hear what we have to say. So I have a first question. What is the dating life all about in Houston or all over? Like, what have we all experienced recently,
I would say chaos. Chaos and confusion. Definitely what I've been experiencing. I feel like people don't really know what they want. And there's, I would say, a selective few who are intentionally dating but don't really know what to look for in intentionally dating. So it's more like they're playing around. So that's where the confusion lies. I just feel like people don't know what they really want. That's what I've noticed.
I think I agree a little bit. A lot of us, we want something, but then when we really get into it, it's like, that's not what we want. Then we look for another thing. We find some qualities in one person, and it's not enough. We go to the next person, and it just keeps on going and going like that, which is not really good. But what do you think? I don't know.
Me.
Yeah. Big K.
I've never been this uninterested in my life.
That's good.
I think for me, it's just totally different. Like I was telling you guys, coming from the East Coast, coming here, like, you got to understand you coming into someone else's dynamic. But being that Houston is such a big melting pot now, like, it's just so different. But kind of like what you were saying, like, there's no intent, or there's lack of intent. I wouldn't say there's none, because there are a lot of good guys out here. I know a lot of times you'll hear, like, ain't no more good men left out here, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good men left out here. You just, maybe we not in their crowd.
No, I just feel like they're hurt. Right now, there's a lot of hurt going around, and a lot of guys who are saying that women are just after them for their money or what they can do for them. So they, like, not really put their efforts in the beginning. They want to see what's going on, but then the women, too, are doing the same thing, because guys are approaching them and wanting to sleep with them and leave them. And so now you're dealing with two different sexes who are fighting against each other based on their experiences. So you never really get to a happy medium with these people actually opening up and really getting to know each other, because they're afraid.
I agree. You have a very valid point there.
Yeah. I mean, for me, to be honest with you, I'm somewhat like that. Somewhat hesitant to open up to a guy. I don't tell him everything. I don't want him to know everything. I watch him.
Indeed.
I play with him. I ask questions. I make it seem like I'm some way that I'm not. Just to see what type of guy he is. A guy ain't got to know everything about you in the beginning. But for the most part, I'll ask him some questions, see what he's about, and then see where it goes from there. If he leaves, he leaves. If he stays, he stays. He's rocking with me.
Let me tell you the trick question, okay?
What's this trick question?
The trick question, what are you looking for? The trick question is, what are you looking for? These people will turn into exactly what you just told them. You gave them the script. Now when they ask me, what are you looking for? I'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people, men and women do it. You ask somebody what are they looking for, and you will just turn into that person.
Subconsciously, sometimes you wouldn't even realize. Yeah,
I concur. I can definitely see that happening. That's a lot of the reasons why you don't tell them everything. You know what? It's like, I feel like sometimes God is sending people in my life to give me like signs and clues, because for some reason some guy just comes out the blue and he's like, hey, you talk so much. You ain't got to ask these guys direct questions, because I can be very direct. He's like, just observe all the answers will come to you. So as I began to do that, all the answers are coming to me. I ain't got to tell no guy that I'm watching him. I'm seeing how he move. I'm seeing what he's doing, what he's saying, and all. I ain't got to do all that. All the
action does speak louder than words.
Exactly. So yeah.
Okay.
Right. Let's go talk.
Okay. And that is it. That is it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you killed this. What else do you like think about that scenario?
And in that scenario, oh my gosh, these married men out here, yo, like freaking unbelievable. Turn my world upside down. Man, seriously, just
this expressions for
but seriously, this right here really had a big, huge effect on me as a woman because one thing about me, I'm not dating no married man. Period. Okay. Now you have a guy who out in the open just approaches me, in front of all his friends, like everybody watching him, smiling at me, and his friends coming up to me saying, "Yo, dang, I have never seen him smile like that at a woman." Like, really? I'm like, oh shoot, I'm feeling special. All right, go out on a date or whatever. I'm asking questions, yo. He's like, I'm divorced. I have this amount of kids. I had this and this. And then later find out that this guy was actually married. But then I noticed, like I didn't really ask all the necessary questions. The question that I was missing is that I'm asking today is,
are you married and single?
No. Who lives in the home with you? Who lives in that home with you? Why can't I come over? Why can't I come over your house? Who lives there?
I want to come to your house.
I want to come to your house. Like who lives there? You get what I'm saying?
I think the question is, it's not even a question. It's you're not dating married men. Married men are dating you. Okay?
Yeah.
Especially in Houston. Now here's the question. Why are married men in Houston single? Why are they single?
I feel like they're not satisfied.
They just want to play.
So you mentioned they're not satisfied. What do you think makes someone step outside of their home or not even talk about what's dissatisfying before they step out?
To be honest, I think married men in general, after they've been in a marriage for a long time, they creep out and look for other females. And I think that's the reason why I say they marry who they want. No, they marry who they're safe with to have their kids with, but they still go outside looking for what they really want.
I think it's the energy. They're looking for the energy to keep them going.
And that too. Indeed.
To keep their egos up, because I know there's a lot of young successful guys here in Houston, a lot of them, and they got money and they feel like they can get these girls. Hold up, girls and women, So I feel like it's an ego thing. It's okay, I got this. Yeah, I got my girl at home. I'm gonna have this baddie on my arm. Yeah, cause I'm the man. Type deal. When it comes to these men in Houston and dating while they're still married and so forth. So
it's bad.
I mean, it is a bad thing. Right now, this is what we're facing. This is what we're facing, which makes dating more
stressful.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Stressful. Definitely stressful. Like, I don't even want to do it, but I have to do it. I feel like I have to do it because I feel that there is someone out there for me, and I don't want to give up because I'm such a lover. I'm a real lover, and I believe that I will find love again.
I believe that
for sure. Oh, yeah, that's the feeling for sure.
Where's the camera at? You see, I won't even call anybody out in specific, but I think anybody who lives in Houston will know what I'm talking about. It's a certain culture of men, the southwest side of Houston.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can you
know these
please?
people.
What is that?
What?
Because I don't know what it is.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Hold on, wait, but baby, I want to know. I would like to know.
Spill the tea,
That's
Big
okay.
K.
I won't be going into specifics,
Okay.
but I feel like those men, if you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. God damn it.
They will. They fit this scenario perfectly. They will be married and single.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be in the spot every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see them talk to like 3, 4, 5 different women.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even take one home, take one to the hotel, because usually they're not taking them home. Their wives and kids are waiting for them at home. Take them to the hotel, leave with them. These girls be drunk, all kind. They just don't care. My thing is, how do you go back to your wife in the morning? What do you say to her? Like, where you been all night? What you
I
been
feel
doing?
like sometimes at this point,
You think they know?
I think
And
they
they
know.
don't
I
care.
think they know, but
And
they're
because-
happy because they're
Secure.
Yeah, they're secure.
Happy.
They don't care.
They're not happy, but they can't really do anything because they're secured. So they have to either suck it up or, if you know, it's sad to say, but I think that's what's really going on. Some of them do know what's going on behind the scenes, behind the closed doors, but my kids are being well fed. He's a good man, and as long as he knows the basics.
Which one is good?
I don't think I can take
I'm just
that
saying,
though.
but I can't
You
take
know?
that.
I
That's not
can't.
our portion, okay?
I can't. I'm too much of an individual who wants mine to be mine. I am
Likewise.
selfish.
I agree.
He is mine. God damn it.
Do you think it's reasonable to be with someone for so long and not step outside of them? Not even like if it's something agreed upon, like say, okay,
I mean,
when we go on vacation, like we could do this because it's outside the country.
Okay, I will say this. I mean, to some extent, yeah, it is wrong. But if we are human beings, if you have two parties who agree to do something, then it's different.
Okay.
It's different. It's you're sharing something with the love of your life, and you guys are making a decision together. It's when you step out and you
Without
decide to
no
go
one's consent.
Yeah, it's exactly. That's what makes it wrong. Like if you want to do something, communication is key.
Indeed.
Okay, if she doesn't agree with it, she just doesn't agree. You know, like it's all in communicating with your partner.
Indeed, and I agree. But my question is, why not just get a divorce if you want to do that? Why put a woman or yourself through that hassle?
Marriage is
because
a business. Marriage is a business. You can't just up and leave your business partner. Marriage is a business.
I learned that a long time ago. I learned that for sure. It definitely is a business.
And it's very hard to break out of a business. Most of the time, okay, so like you were saying, most women feel secure. They'll say their kids are fed, I'm fed, I get whatever I want. When they leave, they'll probably get like spousal support, alimony, but it's not going to support that lifestyle as when you were full-fledged in that marriage. Mm-hmm. Most women are not going to sacrifice that to now be on their own. Now I have to take you to your dad's house. Your dad got to bring you here.
Nobody want to do all that.
We beefing. Yeah, like they'll take the hit. They'll take the 20 over the 80.
Wow. So what can we do to probably start changing that? What do you think can be done?
I think
It's
that's
not my own.
I think that's something that has to be individually changed. I mean, we can't change it all as a whole population at once. That's not going to happen because it is trending so bad. Divorce, cheating, all of that is trending so bad nowadays. It's not the same. People don't value marriage. They don't value relationships. They don't value people. It's just so different. So different.
So, if I may ask, do you have any children, kids?
I do. I have a wonderful son. Amazing.
Okay, perfect, awesome. I have 2. So, the reason why I asked, also, do you have any kids?
I don't even have a cat.
Okay. All right. So the reason why I'm asking is how would we as mothers train our men, our boys, to not be a part of that lifestyle of when they get married and they still want to go out and look for someone else? What can we do as mothers, as women today to start at least changing that that aspect of lifestyle? You know, even though, like I know you mentioned it can't be changed, but it starts with one person.
Oh, of course. That's something that I do install in my son at a young age. He's very mature. I make sure that I'm very transparent with him, along as the people who are surrounding him.
Okay.
His father, his grandparents, everyone talks to him.
Okay.
I feel like, because we started at such a young age that, we already set that lifestyle, like to live a good lifestyle, to live like maybe find that one woman that you love, not to step out and so forth. We already embedded that in his mind. So it's just teaching them the way early, showing them. So that's my thoughts on that.
Okay, that's really good. That was also a difficult question for me as well, even though it came up. But I think, in my point of view, what I do is I always make sure I let my kids know who God is first, right? But then allow them to understand women. And I do believe that I have to be that woman first in order for them to at least identify the type of woman that they want. But when it comes to the whole, when they get married, to deviate from them cheating and going out to the other woman,
they're going to experience that. Hands down, they're going to experience that. Okay?
That's hard.
Even when we don't want to experience it, we experience it. Okay? You can want to be in a relationship for a lifetime, and, change happens. So, I mean, that's a real tough question.
It is.
To be honest with you. It's tough because the only thing we can do is teach. To teach, they're going to live their own lives. They're going to experience things on their own. And we have to be there to support,
Indeed,
to redirect whatever we need to do therapeutically to help them. Because this is life. We don't know.
I have a question.
okay.
Yeah.
So, if you were married and your husband happens to be one of the single married men out there, what can you do to help it be better?
Can you repeat that, please?
If you were married, right, and you have a man who is cheating on you, who is a single married man out there, what would you do? Would you leave him to continue to cheat on you, or how are you going to help him so that you can have like a happy? What would you do differently?
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
I can say from experience,
Experience? What? Give us a little background.
Long-term relationship. Long-term relationship. Long-term relationship. I can say from experience, it's more of finding out what's going on a deeper level with your partner, meaning that communicating and find out what's going on, what's causing that to happen. I guess once you find out what's the cause of this behavior, then you can better maneuver as to how to help the relationship and where you guys choose to go collectively or what you guys choose to do, because, I mean, it starts from somewhere. Everything stems from something. Okay? I don't want to go too deep into personal, but I just know that in my past, I wish that I was a better communicator with my partner. That probably would have changed a lot, because in some cases, we couldn't talk to each other. It got so bad, So being able to communicate to your partner and finding out what is really going on is something that would definitely help a situation.
Okay, now I have a question for you. So
Yeah.
after you do the communication and he's asking something of you that's a non-negotiable for you, then what do you do?
Okay.
You
He's asking something of me that is non-negotiable.
that's non-negotiable. Okay, so you said that you will communicate with him and try to figure out what's going on.
Why the change?
No, all right. So now he's telling you like this is because this is what I need you to do, or this is what you're not doing, and there's something you're not willing to change, or something you're not willing to do, and your non-negotiables. Now what?
I mean, it just depends on what it is. Like, if it's something with me that I know I can change to make us better, then I would make that effort.
But that's what I'm saying. What if it's one of your non-negotiables that he's asking you to change? Then what do you do?
To give me an example of a non-negotiable, please. Because honestly, the only thing I can think of is a threesome, and that never came to me. Like, that ain't happening.
But I'm saying, okay, so a threesome. So that's the scenario. I need you to have. I want us to have threesomes in our relationship.
So basically, he wants to explore more in sex.
Right, but with you. Now
that's not my thing, you know.
So that's your leaving point. Because that's a non-negotiable for you.
Is that my leaving point?
Yeah.
We can talk about that further, but
that's what I'm saying. Y'all have already talked about it. This is what he put on the table. This is what he's saying he needs for him to stop stepping out on you without you knowing or whatever. Stop the cheating while being married.
That is tough because Emma's not doing that. Life is not tough, doing that.
So that's your leaving point.
That's tough.
Yes or no?
But girl, that's tough. Like, am I leaving?
Yeah. Okay.
And I've been with this guy for a while.
Yes, but he's out here being a single married man.
Okay,
and so after y'all talk about it, he's telling you, in order for me to stop stepping out on you, stop being the single married man that I am, I need you to start engaging in intimate activities with me.
I'm not doing that.
So you leaving?
We're separating.
Okay.
Because I'm not doing that. That's not something that I want to do. I'm selfish.
That's when you're gonna leave?
With my
That's when you're gonna leave?
I mean, like, we can separate. He can go do what he want to do. Like, man, that's a freaking tough question. That's so tough. Like, life is tough, but man, that's real tough. Like,
Let me get your perspective.
Yeah,
on
let's
it.
get your perspective. Like, wow, I'm at a standstill.
Do you need me to repeat the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
If your man is cheating on you, what will you do in that situation?
If my man was cheating,
if your husband,
if my husband,
if your husband is cheating on you, what are you gonna do? You find out. What are you gonna do?
Respectfully, I will respect myself because I'm not a Tokumbo. I am first class, first place. I will respect myself, ask him to leave because I'm staying in the house. That's what I'll do.
Okay, I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving.
No. I'm him. I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving?
I'm not leaving.
Oh, okay. No worries. To be continued.
See, I mean, y'all don't want to answer the tough questions.
But
when
I say to be continued, that means like you're gonna leave.
Eventually, that will likely happen because people gonna be them.
Yeah,
they're gonna be them regardless of the fact. And if you're not in agreement with it, then it is what it is.
But you did ask about, let's say, he was asking for a threesome. That was like the question, scenario. If he was asking for one thing and is non-negotiable.
He's asking to go back on one of your non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables. What I'll do is, I know y'all might, but I'll pray about it, okay? Yeah.
It might be fun, but that's not something at the moment that I am even thinking about. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? Because, people do it.
People do what?
They have threesomes.
No, that was just a scenario of if it's going to be non-negotiable.
Oh,
and you mentioned the threesome. So the topic is all about one of your non-negotiables.
Okay.
You say you're not doing it. That's when you're gonna leave. You're gonna wait till that's what he's asking for. So if he's cheating on you, you're not gonna leave until he's asking for threesomes.
That's some BS. No, if he's cheating on me,
That's
that's
But
the problem.
that's what the question is. Yeah. So
That's a problem.
how we got here was, okay, your husband is cheating on you.
Mm-hmm.
You ask him to, I guess now you guys are communicating. The dialogue is open. Why are you doing this? What can I do? Because that's what you said. What can I do to help you? Let's talk about it. And that's what I'm saying. So he's telling you, I need you to have intimate intercourse with me in a group, with more than just you and I. You said that's the point in which you will leave.
okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You will let it get to that point.
Yeah, I'll convey that to him for sure. Like, because at this moment in my life, that's not something that I'm interested in. That's not something that I think about at all. But who knows? 10 years from now, I may change. I might be another human, have another mindset, and I may want to try it.
And
who knows? But
exactly.
at this moment in my life, I just don't see it.
See, and that's the reason why I just said whatever non-negotiable thing that someone is asking you to do, first thing you want to do is just low-key pray about it before having that first step of saying, no, I'm just going to leave. I personally would pray about it, give it some time, give it some thought, talk about it. And if I see that this is my husband, first of all, if you're gonna be my husband, we're gonna do some things right. That's not even gonna be in the topic, first of all. But if, like she said, non-negotiable, I would do it with my husband. You know, at the end of the day, if he's not cheating, not doing all that extra stuff.
But that's not the scenario. He is cheating.
Oh yes, he is cheating.
He is cheating.
And he's asking you to do something non-negotiable.
And he's asking you to revert on one
But
of your
is he still going to
non-negotiables.
cheat after the fact?
That's what I'm saying.
Then you
Like,
don't know. You don't
so
know.
Let's talk
lying.
about what we do know in that aspect,
Oh.
which is we'll pray about it, and then since he's still cheating, you could give it a little bit of time. But at the end of the day, if your man is cheating, it's right for you to get a divorce. You shouldn't put yourself as a lady. You know, you shouldn't go through that. You know, we're queens, so why take yourself as a bottom feeder? If your man has that opportunity to disrespect you, no, you're not taking that. You respect yourself and you walk your walk and talk your talk and you leave respectfully. I'm respectfully.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
But okay. What's going on?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well,
What do you think?
What do you think? Yeah, let's.
What do you think?
About what?
If you're it's actually different for you because you're a man.
No, you know what? Let me say this. I just had a conversation with a guy about a week and a half ago, and he shared that he was with his wife for a while.
Okay.
And she actually invited another woman into the home and set up everything. The woman was her best friend, and she serenaded him and everything, and the girlfriend was in the room, and they all, did it together. And he said that after the fact, the friend of his wife, she was coming at him, and they were just doing their own thing, and then eventually she got jealous. So it's tough. It's a tough situation. You open up a can of worms. Hey, you just don't know what's going to happen, because at the end of the day, if he gets that and he likes it, you open up the door for him to, to explore in that area.
Is that cheating now, even though she brung him in? I mean, even though she brung her in? Is that cheating?
Woo, that's tough.
And they're married?
The wife brought her in, her best friend in. So now the best friend and the husband is doing their own thing. Is that cheating?
It becomes cheating if she's not involved, because the agreement was for
them to do it.
But we gotta wrap up. Yeah.
So my take would be, relationship generally is not only about sex involved. I'm saying relationship is not only about sex. So what's the foundation of your relationship? Is it just based on sexual benefit or is more? Because I think when the family is busy, there's so many things that that keeps you guys together, keeps you in check. So let's say you and your husband, you just invested in trying to get a property or start a business for the family, or your kids are going to school. You have a lot of things that is occupying you. I mean, for men to walk out of that and have time to mess around, that man is not busy in the house to start with. Because if a man is busy, if he's occupied with things that can bring growth, aside, I'm like, what's more important to you?
He has too much free time.
Like, you have too much free time. Occupy your spouse. Make sure that don't be that woman who's just sitting down. Get him involved in. If you think there's downtime, come up with something else.
Right.
Get him to work. Get him, like, if you feel like he has more free time, put some ideas that can keep him in the home. Is that for yourself?
No.
So it's her responsibility?
No, come on.
It's both. Oh.
He's an individual. He has to have a mind of his own. When they come together, they come together. With some men, that's not going to work. Because men are supposed to be leaders. Women are supposed to be the helpmeet. They're home. They're the supporters of the man's leadership. So that's not going to work in some households, especially for a successful man, a man that's not going to work, baby, at all.
So if you're, well, mine to me, whenever I think about relationship, is like, if I find a girl who I'm with, if I'm like 10, levels ahead of my wife, I'm either going to come to a level so we can both grow. The room, you don't want to be with someone who's dumb. You want somebody who can equally contribute, because a man also needs that kind of woman who's like, hey, can we balance this? The more you're like acting like, oh, you're the boss, and you make a man dictate everything in the family without having times where you come up with some leadership. Men wants to see women who are leaders in the home. I'll be honest with you. If you say, oh, yeah, whatever he says, then whatever he says is it can go out and be that man. That's part of what he's saying, that, well.
You have a point, but
I mean, I think it also has to do with foundation. Like, if you have a good foundation in your relationship, and you have, like, real stuff that you want to build. First, you're going into a relationship, you said it's a business contract. You guys are saying something that you really want to achieve in life, generally. That's why you're going into that relationship. You get one task done, and you move on to another task, because your family has to grow. You can't settle. I've seen family home that looks like empty, or the house remains the same. The furnitures are not moving around. There's nothing changing. Man, I be going out and cheat because nothing is evolving in my home.
Your home, it's dead. It's dry. It's nothing.
It's stagnant.
So I mean, I think women don't settle. Look around you. Bring up ideas that can that can make them not want to stay at home. Look at your yard.
Not stay at home. I would say more so thrive, more like give him a boost of energy. Like, not stay home.
So
that's
the
not.
definition of home is find everything. Home is like what you call home. What's the definition of home? Home is not just a place where you live. If outside gives me that pleasure, that's home. If I can get pleasure outside is becoming home for most men now. Because they just want to come to wherever quarter you guys have and they want to go back home. Because you're not home for them, the house is not home for them. The home is in the street. Like the girls who live in an apartment is furnished, she's like evolving, she's doing something new and different, and you're still there. You see these girls coming up with, smart girls, making big moves, and your wife is just bare. She's just a nurse. She comes out, she complains about work, and then she's tired, she sleeps, and they're shooting on the phone to me. And there's this new girl out there who's just like, I'm trying this, I'm trying that.
And that's one of the reasons why guys have the side chicks, home, and then that boost of energy to help them keep going. I did mention that before, and that's fact. They need And the thing is, they like to have girls around them that are positive, that are fun.
And that give them attention.
Exactly. They need that. The guys need that for their ego. They need that to feel good about themselves. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why guys like to step out.
But how can you keep his energy, like his attention? How can you keep their attention?
When I get out, the first thing, oh, I like you. I like your energy. Come sit here. Like,
Yeah,
I like how you feel. It's a feel that you give them. I don't know what it is. It could be my smile. Like, yo, your smile just making me feel good. Sit here. Oh, you look good. Sit here. It's more of they like something about you that's making them feel good internally, and they want you around. It could be your brain. It could be anything.
Be your aura, your
yes,
spirit.
your smell. There's something. They need it.
What do you feel? What do you think?
Well, I think the question that she just asked you to answer.
What happened?
The question was how do you keep the man's energy, the husband's energy at home?
Oh, at home.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. How do you keep because you were saying you got to keep the energy.
Keep their attention.
Yeah, keep yourself up. You know, make sure you stay sexy.
Okay.
Make sure the home is clean. Make sure there's food on the table because they want that. That's something. Oh, that's something they want. Just make sure the kids are taken care of. Like, you know what's going on in the house where it is. Like, you take the load off of him as a man, pretty much. So, and then that would help them. They're like, okay, my woman doing her thing. Like, they like that.
You know, there's women who's doing all of that and still getting cheated on.
Right, but it has to be shared. I feel like what he had mentioned, keep them a bit occupied in a way, in certain aspects. To an extent, you have to keep them occupied to kind of avoid free time.
Because if he don't want to be there, he not gonna be there.
That saying.
We all humans. We got the free will. If we don't want to be there, we're not gonna be there though.
You can't do that. That's like.
How many wives tell their husbands for years, clear out the garage, and they never get to it, mow the lawn, they get to it a month later. Like, people are gonna do what they want to do.
Exactly. You can't take away their free will. They're individuals. That's when they really want to leave.
True.
When you take away their time to breathe, to be themselves individually, they're going to bounce because one, they're going to lose their identity. Who the hell are they?
But you was just saying give them more stuff to do around the house.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you said assign them like different stuff.
No, I did not.
You said that. You said to keep their energy up.
I was talking about the woman. We were talking about the woman.
You said for her to assign him give him more stuff to do.
I never said that. I would never say that.
Well, I'm a man. So what's gonna keep me at home? First, if I know.
The only thing that's gonna keep you home is if you want to be there.
Home. Exactly.
That's it.
True.
It's your choice. The only thing that's gonna keep you home is you.
Like, okay, so if you meet a guy who's a homebody from the beginning, if you meet a guy that is an outgoing guy, is always outside. Outside is usually home for him. He doesn't even stay at home at the beginning of your relationship, you know. So that man is not about to change his lifestyle just because he got married. Now, when he goes outside, how did he meet you? Did he meet you in a cheating way, or is just like a player way, or is just like a guy who's really serious? How before he becomes your husband, what are the qualifying questions that you really ask him to know the qualities that he has? You know, and when a man, you know, like decide like how do you know that this man is not going to end up changing and becoming those men?
All right. First of all, there's no way we can stop changing anyone's life. At every certain few periods of our lives, we're going to change. Okay? Based on experiences and so forth, we're going to change. So in the home, how do we know if a man's going to change as far as he's out all the time, you said, and then he gets married, and you want him to stay home? Is that what you said?
No, I mean, like, okay, now this guy who's cheating,
Okay. He's he's cheating?
Now, it marries you and it starts to cheat, right?
Okay.
Something leads to, at one point, what do you think makes him start cheating, dating other women outside? What's it lacking from you?
Oh. It could be sex in the home. It could be sex for sure. It could be maybe the intimacy, emotional intimacy, like maybe that he doesn't feel like home with you anymore. Like he doesn't feel like he can talk to you, and then he feels like he can get that on the outside, like he has a better connection with someone on the outside. Those are like the main reasons that I know why, as to why a man will step out or a woman will step out. Because they need to have that deeper connection with their partner, to be able to talk to them, to be able to be intimate with them on a mental level. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be physical.
True.
You know, so those are the two main reasons I would say.
Well, I do know for something like that, you have three things that could ruin these stuff, which is money, family, and sex.
Okay.
Right? Money, family, and sex. So if you're not making the amount of money, if you're not having that drive, that could cause him to cheat or whatever the case is. You just don't have that drive. Family could be part of it. If your family's just always constantly in your marriage or whatever the case is, that could cause a man to go outside. Now, sex. If we already know, sex is could be the number one, like you mentioned. If you're not giving it, if you're not having sex with your partner as much or multiple times that he needs it, that can cause it. But at the end of the day, I think it's not only about the sexual part. It still depends on whatever the case is. And you can't tame them down. I now see that part. You only choose to be where you want to be. Right. There is a freedom of will. And if you're trying to contain a person and now turn into this person is trying to control me, or this person is trying to manipulate a situation for me to stay, or something like that. But for the most part, I do think money, family, and sex are the three major things that could cause a divorce or a man to cheat, in my opinion.
What's your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts, girl.
Men are logical beings.
They're logical beings.
Their logic is, if I can get it, I'm going to go get it. Simple.
And that's it. That's it.
I don't know about...
Even if it's irrational, logic...
I'm sorry?
Even if the logic is irrational... What you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Like men are act based on logic. If you want something what does that mean to you? I don't understand.
Exactly what I said. Men are logical beings. Their logic, to me, honestly, us speaking about what men think is even kind of irrational.
Right.
Because we're not men.
We're not
men. Men and women will never be the same.
No.
We're wired completely different. So us even talking about it is a little wild. But from what we know, we can speak on experience. And I think that's where all of us are speaking from.
Right.
And from experience, I understand men are logical beings. Their logic is, if I can do it, I'm going to go do it.
Right.
Sometimes you can have everything at home. But he's saying, if this girl over here and she want to get some, I'm going to give it to her.
And he
regardless if at home is in tip-top shape and perfect. If she want, I could give it to her because I can.
And there won't be any emotion behind it at all.
Like for us, it's a lot more. It's a different end of the spectrum.
Yeah, that's one thing that someone shared with me and told me. This is from a man.
Okay.
He said that you definitely can't control a man. As a woman, these are things that we must look at. If our men are doing these things, then you have a good man. This is what he told me. He says that a guy is to provide. He is to feed, shelter, protect. And if he symbolizes consistency and stability in your life, then that's a good man. And that's how we should look at things, because that's just what it is.
But if that's a good men cheat too then.
Yeah, that is fact. That is fact.
Good men cheat too.
That's fact.
For sharing that everybody is on that note, we're doing a roundup.
Okay, well, this was a very good topic. Thank you, ladies.
I think
Wow.
it was very
Right.
interesting.
Wow. So, well, this is Moly Podcast. Well, this is your co-host Bukola from Moly Podcast, and you know, if you have any thoughts or suggestions, we would love to hear from you all. What are your thoughts about what we spoke about today? Can you remind everyone your name and can you give them a word? Let's do that.
Of course. My name is Emanice, and I go by I am Emanice. Yes, I am currently on your screen, and I will always be on your screen. And don't give up on love. That's my word, because I'm not gonna give up, and I sure don't want you to give up.
Nice.
Yes.
And can you tell everyone your name again and give us a word?
Of course. The biggest.
The biggest.
Never the little one.
Okay.
Big K.
Okay.
My word is, love is real. It's out there. Don't rush it.
No.
Know your partner. Take time to get to know your partner. Friendship is a very major and key important part in a lot of this. I feel like a lot of the issues in marriage have to play out in the fact that you guys are not friends first. You're just rushing. That's my word. Slow down. Yellow light.
All right. Well, that was amazing advice. I guess my advice would just be love yourself first. And I believe that when you love yourself, you will attract the right person. So don't give up on love. Always put God first. But most importantly, just stay prayed up. That's all I can really say, to be honest, because I can't control how your love life is. So the main thing I can say is stay prayed up, but be smart. Stay alert.
Alright, this message is for
Touche.
women. You guys send message to men. I beg. All this message is for your fellow women. What is the message for men?
You want to start? BK?
Regardless of what you do, black man, I love you. You're cherished.
Ooh.
You're worthy. Call me.
She said, Paula.
Okay. What about you?
Oh, my message for men is that, okay, I get it. All girls, now you guys think, are in it for your pockets. All of us aren't. So just give us a chance, learn to open up, okay? And just be real with us.
Okay.
That's all.
I like that. Bookie.
Yeah.
I think y'all both.
Billionaire books.
Message to the man out there. If you don't love God, don't come my way. But I'm just joking.
But that's facts, though.
Oh yes, it
That's
is facts.
though.
Okay. But I would say, don't do that. Don't do that. I would say, the devil is a liar. Stay far away from me if you have that bad energy.
How is that a message for the men?
It's a message because when you see my energy, I know. Just stay far away, or else you'll be the one to cry. Let me stop. No, I don't know. I really don't know. But
don't really have a
ladies,
message
you
for
can
them
cut
right
that out. Ladies, thank you. I think what they both said was everything I would have said as well. So, yeah.
Yes.
Deuces.
It's definitely been great. You guys be awesome out there. Nice.